guys bear with me just a moment. Let's see what we can do here.
So we're gonna do this, and I will go open up the lobby, and we'll do maybe 2 or 3 races, and that'll probably be it for me tonight. So I got something I gotta do in the morning, so I need to get some rest. Right choice. I did notice that. I picked that choice. MB, what's up, man? Me and you gonna have to talk. Me and MB has got to talk. We're gonna have to set up an appointment to get the truck done.
Hi, bro. How you doing, my guy? I'm up here typing in this text as if you're not. How you doing? So me and Lead Pencil. Hey, Noodle. Me and Lead Pencil are going to actually review one of my races, and we are going to break down my racecraft of how I was racing, and he's going to coach me a little bit tonight. So let me get this all together. Welcome to the living room, guys. Welcome to the living room. All right. So bear with me just one moment. All right, so one guy. Hello. Okay. I don't think he's here yet, but I am just working on my setup a little bit here. So my camera should be on. Just trying to work on this a little bit, so you guys can have a good feel for what I'm doing here. Lead Pencil. I think he's coming in. Noodle, how you doing tonight? Laura, how you doing? How's it? Yes, I can. Good afternoon. Good evening. How you doing tonight? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, now, chat, living room. I do apologize that you guys cannot hear what Lead Pencil is saying to me. However, if you'd like to hear what he's talking about, please go out to his channel. He is going live now. Let me drop a link to his channel in the chat. Bear with me one moment. Or Noodle, if you could drop a link to Lead Pencil's channel in the chat, it would be greatly appreciated. Whoever gets there first. How's your evening going? Gotcha. All right, I got it. Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem. Take your time, because I'm gonna try to download Discord onto my iPad to see if the screen is a little bit bigger than just my phone. Yes, erase the mistakes with Coach Led. Well, I get a lot of value out of watching you coach live, watching you go through your track guides, um, and that's all good. But sometimes applying that in a race situation may not always translate. And when I'm able to see or have someone else see my race and then give me feedback on the race itself, and I'm able to explain what was my rationale for doing what I may have done, uh, is a little bit different because it's more of a race setting, and it's not the tension of, hey, everybody's watching me, I'm on with coach, and now I'm all nervous. This is just more of a natural setting. This is naturally how I race, and like let's dive into it. Gotcha. Fact is, it's I don't necessarily know that I would use the word fan, but I am definitely a student of your coaching tree. You know, um, and I definitely really try to take to heart what you have said. And hey, we have an equal green black out here on my site. Um, really try to take into heart what you have said and really just try to apply it. And I'm not sure if you know my background as a personal trainer, strength conditioning coach, but they say, or we have a saying, that the best way to learn something is to teach it. If you can't teach it, then you don't fully understand what it is that you've learned. So a lot of it is after I've watched your stream or listened to you, when I'm racing, I'm literally coaching myself up and reiterating what it is that you have spoke about in the actual coaching session. put my stuff and I'll be the first one to make me blush. Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. Just for I'm looking. Yes, I did. I remember when, hey Ed, how you doing? I remember my son, me talking to my dad. My dad, you don't know about this, you don't know about that, blah, 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 blah. And now I feel like I know. How you guys doing, guys? I am doing a live coaching session with that pencil. Um, so um, I want to shout out to everyone that has stopped through the living room. Shout out to Pablo, Mudo, Laura, um, Pocahontas Pink. Thank you guys for coming through. Hey Eric, how you doing? I don't know how all this is going to work, but we shall see. We up, Eric. We up. Hey, good evening, guys. It's RSR Nuggets with the Real Squad Racing. Just an honor and a privilege to be a part of this sim racing community. I've met some incredibly amazing people, including Lead Pencil, and you know, uh, yeah, that's about it. Well, to be honest, there's so many different things I've taken away from your coaching and your essentials. Whether it be the mindset of racing and understanding that there's a difference between the mindset that I'm going in to qualify in when there's no cars on the track as opposed to the mindset that I am racing with when there's 16 cars out on that track. That mindset is not the same. How I actually drive is not the same. Always trying to create safe spaces 365 degrees around my car, um, so that I can race and be able to complete the race because in order to finish first you must finish. Um, you know, whether it be, hey, protect the apex at all costs, guard it with your life. There's so many takeaways that I've taken away from you. And I would say that one of the main takeaways that I've taken away from you that has produced the most results is just being patient and not trying to attack the race, but allowing the race to come back to me. So, um, I think in your last session you said, hey, there's going to be cars that pass you, and you're going to pass cars, and cars are going to catch up to you, and you're going to catch up to cars. And just understanding that that's a patient dance. It's not, hey, let me just go, you know, you know, balls to the wall and try to overdrive the car because just because I lost a position, I rather I've seen so many times in racing where, hey, we're racing for maybe P3 and P4, and you're so bent on trying to get P3 that you've now crashed out on the last lap only to end up in P16. Had you just been patient and been like, hey, I'm I'm learning that, I thought about it today. I don't know the difference between how much DR gain I get between position one and position two and position three, and I don't know the difference between that and position six, seven, and eight. So it doesn't matter to me which position I end up in. I'm going to end up with positive DR, and at the end of the day, that's what I'm looking for. Exactly. Hmm. Yes. I am a very, I am a very high B. I took a little bit of a DR hit. I gotten up, I had risen up to A. Had a bad week of racing and went back down to B. But within, I would say, if I were to have 2 to 3 top five finishes, I would be back in A. That is correct. Um, I did one race C, the grid start, just that first turn. It was enough for me to say this is, don't get me wrong, I like the grid start. I just don't like the grid start into such a hard stopping first turn. If it was a grid start into a sweeping turn where you could, keep stay on power to some degree, and negotiate that, fine. But in the lower lobbies, I find that to be, a little bit of a crapshoot. Yeah. About five. Five. No, no less than five. No more than 10. Yeah. I just wanted to break it down, just like post game tape. I got the Eagles jersey on. We pregame right now till Sunday, but right now I need you to act like it's Monday and just break down the tape. Thank you. Yes. safe bubble, right? But also to try to turn in as tight to the apex as possible. But with four people, what's going to happen is that someone's going to try to hit the apex. They're going to basically dive bomb on someone, and they're going to be pushing cars out to the side. Why? So I don't want to get caught up with being pushed out behind people that's going to the side that I'll be passing into or I'm passing to them. So I'm trying to go a little bit slower under control, but also a lot tighter. So there, I actually backed off throttle because number five is going to try to get back onto the track. So I didn't want. What I tried not to do is I don't want to put people in what I call executive decision moments where they need to make an executive decision as to what they're going to do. So I didn't want to put him in a position where he felt like he had to force himself back onto the track and crash me out. I'd rather give him grace to allow him back into the track and carry it. So, like on that turn, it gave me the run, but I wanted to be patient because I struggle in this sweeping turn when there's traffic in front of me and I can't see it. If there's a car in front of me, I can't see it. So you want to see that I dip to the side, either right or left, to try to gauge where that turn is coming up. also say is this: I intentionally gave him a bump twice. So I gave him a bump early in the race to let him know I wasn't trying to take his position. I was content with staying behind him and working with him. Better call Allstate. Car daily parts. That's that term. But can you run that back for 1 minute? So I wasn't expecting the NSX to break there. So when I hit my brakes, it actually pushed the car out. So when because I try to carry a little bit more speed there off of the brakes here. So when he hit that brake, I broke and because my brake bounce correct because my brake bounce I find that when my brake bounces to the front, it creates understeer. When it's in the back, it creates oversteer. So in this particular car, I'm driving my brake balance at -1 to the front and no TCS. So when I hit that brake, it caused the car to push. So I normally brake around the 50 and then let off of the brake to hit the apex and let the car coast through there and then try to get back on the gas and then flip the brake again because let me also share something that you may not be aware of. I know that you are aware that I drive on controller. However, I also drive automatic. So I don't downshift, upshift. So my controlling of the shifting is coming from me actually braking. So I'm not I find it very awkward on the controller to hold it that way that I'm able to shift. So so for my rotation, some people for their rotation they'll downshift. For my rotation, I had to flip the brake, get off the brake to allow the car to rotate. Because the initial flip of the brake is going to cause the car to push. When I let off the brake, it will allow the car to rotate. Sure. Yes. Yes. Because what it is that initially when I started playing this game, I had um, fractured both knuckles in my right and left hand of my middle finger on both hands. So that's the finger that you would use to hold the other button and use your pointer fingers as your shift. So I got into the habit of holding the gas and the throttle with my pointer fingers as opposed to my middle fingers because my middle fingers were in pain. Yes. Um, do I think there's anything I could have done better? Um, I don't. To be honest, I don't know. Um, I don't necessarily know. Maybe not have been so close once he broke to allow more cushion for me to get the rotation by letting off the brake. But because I was so close, I couldn't I couldn't let off the brake. If I let off the brake, I would have hit him. And two, when the Alpha did undercut me, I intentionally stayed over to the right to allow the undercut. I didn't try to fight for that position. So when yeah, so I tried to give him space. Well, I'm letting off of the gas. I mean, I'm letting off of the brake to allow the rotation. So, like, the different one of the differences in what you just said, I don't really struggle with this turn. And how you said it feels like you're braking forever. I'm not on the brake forever because I'm brake. One of the things I learned from you is to enter slowly, exit fast. So with this particular turn, I actually brake very shortly and allow the car and just bring it down and allow the car to get through and then get back on the brake. So I'm not on the brake long. I'm not. I am trying to go that wide because what I'm trying to do is hit what I consider to be all three apexes. So so the inner, the outer, and then back to the inner. Correct. Correct. Because if I go too narrow, I had to slow down too much in order to make the next turn. So I try to I try to you know widen the turn a little bit to be a more natural curve that I can carry as much speed as possible. Because if I come in too narrow, you have to slow the car down too much in order to make a turn. But if you brake early, then you can make the turn while still doing a decent speed. Yes, yes. Hmm. And what I will say is too, one of the things about these S's coming up is that I'm able to break down going into the first turn enough that I can almost just coast through the S's and gain ground on people. Where, guys are like really pushing. I'm like, I don't need to push. I can because I've entered slowly enough with the proper speed that I can just be under control there. Shout out to the living room. Thank you guys for coming through. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Sorry that it's not the most entertaining. Uh, thank you. Now, I will say that that last section of the S, if you were to back up like maybe 4 or 5 seconds, okay, and stop. This part for me, this spot right here is critical because if my car is not angled correctly, I can't get on the gas the way that I want to because the car is going to push. So it's really imperative that here I'm able to get that car to rotate. So ideally, I would have wanted my car to be turned a little bit more to the left so that I could have got on the gas just slightly earlier and be able to carry that speed all the way through that turn. I noticed that when with that turn, people swing into the left and then come out to the right, but because they're swinging back out to the right, they turn back into the left too late. Yes, yep. So right about here, I left in order to get the car to rotate. Gotcha. Yeah. So, number one, where my car is first positioned right now. Normally, when I take that turn, I'm actually on the rumble strip. So, so, so normally my car is further over to the left. Um, and with that being said, again, trying not to touch the car in front. Trying to give him space, but muscle memory jumps in. And where muscle memory jumps in this particular instance is this: the car reacts differently to me initiating the braking on the rumble strip than it does me initiating it with all four tires on the actual track itself. So when I initiated the brake, it broke more than I anticipated, and I didn't want to uh, overshoot the turn to the left and go wide and end up in the sand. full, let off full. Too much brake. Gotcha. What I will also say is this again, not making excuses. I am noticing a difference in the feedback in the controller post to new post to new physics. And one of the things that I am noticing is that when I'm hitting the brakes in certain cars, I don't remember being in this car or not, it's a dead space, I would say, where there's like no feedback whatsoever. So it's very different. I'm definitely getting used to driving with the new physics because before, if I hit the brakes, there was much more feedback, a lot more tension. Right now, the tension is minimal at best, and the best way I could say it is that if I prior to the physics change, there was a lot of tension and a lot of grit to give you that feedback. Right now, it's just a smooth, light, butterly feel. So adjusting to that difference, it's like, huh, what's going on? Hoping that everybody is enjoying today's stream. Um, But I'm constantly aware of this new song. Hey, my butt cheeks are real tight when I'm over there. I would say that that's something else I need to use tight. And that's what I mean by because my apex and my turning radius was wider, I was able to carry more speed and not have to slow down as much in order to make the turn. Like he was a little bit more narrow and trying to stay in the middle, he had to slow down some in order to make the turn where I could carry the speed. Now, I will say, if you saw what I just did, I dipped it to the left to see the turn. I didn't stay directly behind him because I wouldn't be able to see that turn. And that's my view. So I can't see the turn, so I have to dip in to anticipate. If I would have been able to pass, where would it? The only place where I think that I really made a move to coming out of the effective, so had I moved in a little slower to be able to cut in more to the right here, so cut in to the right, so that I can cut it out on the left more and do an outside pass on the exit. I will say, notice how that, as I said, there, when you're racing the BNC lobby, very rarely for the outside passing. So I very seldom do I make an outside pass. My passing will be I will uppercut you, and here again, once I see that, because I tried to play a little bit of the game with him. I tried to pull up on him in that first 180 turn to get him to try to overshoot it, to get him to race hard into it, but then do it to him. So he did not, right? So then here again, I tried to pull up on him again to get him to overshoot the Essex because sometimes you guys get sloppy in the Essex, and he didn't. So when he does it, I am content with 3 yard gain and 6 clicks. Complete six. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was big. No, it's not. It's because he's in front, and I don't know what his braking defect or his braking system is. So again, I'm trying to keep that bubble wrap around him. And what I will also say, so I've had a few races in this where I will pull upside the person. So in this case, I might have been able to get to the inside to get the inside apex, but people have been dive bombing me. So I don't want to get dived on. All right. And I've tried to go wide where I've gotten pushed out to the side. So in this turn, I'm trying to intentionally stay behind him so that nothing goes wrong. Yes. So basically, gotcha. Yeah. Thank you. Uh, I'm, um, I need you to quantify that in regards to, like, am I feeling confident going into a race or confident coming out of a race? Am I feeling good as to my results? Like, I feel that I'm definitely racing with more control and comfort, right, than I may have been racing in the past. Like, for lack of better words, I don't actually feel like I'm racing. I feel like I'm driving, and there's a difference. So with me feeling like I'm driving, I just feel like, hey, this is what I do. You know, when I'm racing, I feel like there's a pressure of trying to chase, 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 and it's almost like I don't want to call it the law of attraction, but it's, for lack of better examples, it's the law of attraction. They say never chase after what you want because its natural instinct is to run away from you. But if you just walk up to it calmly, patiently, then it will stay there and wait for you and allow you to embrace it. So I try to, embrace that mindset in racing. So again, am I going hard? I'm going hard a little bit, but I want to be comfortable at my pace. I want my pace to be consistent lap after lap after lap. Like there's no it's what's the point of me turning a hot lap if I crash the next lap? Like so I want to be able to race comfortably. Um, I think at times I do struggle with racing in a lot of traffic because again I'm so used to trying to keep that spacing around me, and though I may be trying to keep space with the car in front of me, the car behind me may not be trying to keep space with me. You know, so exactly. So at times that can make me a little bit nervous, like I'm because it's so many things that's so unpredictable. So I just try to leave myself grace and space to be able to respond, react, and take advantage of whatever the situation is. Thank you. Thank you. I just extra butter on my popcorn though. So I have to get one more PRP injection, probably in about a month or two. After that, I will have surgery on my hamstring, and recovery time for that is 8 to 14 months. So, so don't necessarily know. Still ways away, yes. Uh, I mean, um, physically, it could be somewhat of a struggle because I've gained about 45 pounds post injury, and I am a strength conditioning coach and personal trainer. And, in my industry, we have a saying, you never want to be a trainer that looks like he needs a trainer. Right? And right now, I look like I need a trainer. Um, Financial, exact. I used to run, 5 to 6 miles every day, you know, 6 days a week. And on Sundays was my long run that I would run anywhere from 10 to 15 miles on a Sunday. So, not being able to run and be active has definitely been challenging. It's been extremely financially challenging. I really want to shout out my Rail Spot family, RSR family, because they've tremendously helped me out financially because I've been out of work ever since the surgery since August. So I haven't worked since August. So we're going on 6 months without any real income. So right now I'm receiving workers' comp, and the way this looks, I'll maybe out of work for another 14 to 16 months altogether. So I'll be out of work for almost 2 years. So be honest, without their help, you know, my rent wouldn't be paid. I wouldn't have food. They're like they have literally shown me God's provision in my life. In moments where I was like, where are you? And he's like, I'm right here. So yes. So definitely shout out. Exactly. Exactly. And that's a real thing that I love about Rosebud Racing, and our founder Eric B. Like Eric has been one of the humblest, realest dudes I've ever met. Uh, I always say that he's the brother that I wish I never had. You know, but he, he has really created a culture and a atmosphere in the community there that's unparalleled. People are always asking, hey, you know, um, what can I do to be RSR? Hey, I want to become RSR. And I don't necessarily know that, you know, we want RSR to be this big conglomerate of, 200, 150 racers, because what makes RSR so unique is that close knit bond and brotherhood and family um, atmosphere that you start to lose as you get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Exactly. And also because it's literally in my living room. Well, thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you for just having a open spirit that that's very approachable. Because sometimes guys are so fast that they're put up on a pedestal and you're like, oh, I can't ask him, or I can't talk to him. So just having that humble spirit where people feel comfortable coming to you and being able to say, hey, lad, do you mind you know giving me a hand here? So shout out to you, shout out to your son. I don't want to mispronounce his name, Akita, Akia. For helping you behind the scenes, being the producer. His I've subscribed to his piano channel where he's playing his music. He's doing an amazing job. So and shout out to the rest of your children and your wife for giving you the space away from them and the time away from them to be able to pour into this amazing community. Thank you. I definitely agree with you. In regards to some of the lower lobbies and B's and C's, because when you watch the track guides, don't get me wrong, they're great track guides. But if I don't have the skill set to be able to actually perform those things, then I need you to meet me where I am, not where you are. And that's one thing that you've have a unique ability to do is to come down to where the racer is and where they need you to be able to elevate them. Exactly. Okay. No. Mhm. Yes. Zero, once, zero. Yeah. Gotcha. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Can 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 I ask? May I have a special request? Okay. So I know that you're in the Maryland area, and I know that you're a Ravens fan. However, I'm I'm Philly born and bred, and we are playing in the Super Bowl this weekend. If everyone could just throw up some Eagles in the chat, that would be. Yeah, yes, fly Eagles fly. Thank you. We want to get our leg back. I, exactly. We hunt lions. Well, thank you. God bless you. Have a great night. All right, guys. Woo, 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 woo. Oh man, thank you guys. I do apologize if that uh, I wasn't able to stream his side from the PlayStation, but I thank everyone for showing up tonight and the support that we have had has been incredible. Oh, wait, I don't know what my earpiece is, so we'll take that there. Um, but we are going to get into some lobbies. Let me pull back up my stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, it's 8:30, guys. Still relatively early. And we are going to do some manufacturer's race. Oh, dang, I had I'm in the wrong account. So bear with me one moment. Hey, Parquet. Hey, 925. Eric B., thank you for stopping by. Pocahontas, always a pleasure to have you in the building. Edward, how you doing? Why am I calling you Edward? It's Ed Level. I'm just bugging. Pyro, thank you for stopping by. Laura, thank you for stopping by. Noodles, thank you for stopping by. Thank you, everyone that is hanging out in the living room. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you guys are enjoying your evening. Hope you guys are having an amazing evening. Um, yeah, I have a different angle of the camera, so trying to make this experience a little bit better for you guys. I know that I don't have always. Ooh, crap. I just remembered. So, because I'm on my secondary account, if I actually switch my account, it's going to end the stream. So, guys, I am not going to um, end this stream, but I don't think I had the settings set up. We do. So, I am going to open up a lobby. I have music playing. Oh, wait a minute now. I think that's just the background music of the game for right now. But I think as soon as I get out of this, it's going to stop the music. So bear with me just one moment. E, let me know if the music stops. Give me 1 second. So I'm going to open up the lobby, guys. It's going to be a long lobby tonight, so it's going to be 15 laps because the race is actually going to be tomorrow. And the race is actually 15 laps. 15 laps for Group 1 or Group 2, and 20 laps for Group 1. So I just want to really get people exposed to the full experience of the race. We're going to make this friends only, and we're going to auto start it every 6 minutes to get people, or auto start it every 6 minutes to give people a break. And you can find me under my secondary account of RSR Nugs. So if you'd like to participate in tonight's open lobby, you can find it under RSR Nugs. Armand, thank you. You're not joining. Yo, I'm sorry. Look. You can't even see the jersey. Mark, how you doing, my guy? But yo, Armand, if you don't join the lobby, that means I'm going to finish ahead of you because you can't beat me if you're not in the lobby. But for you, I will go switch off my jersey. But you know, when the people ask for it, you know, I got to give the people what they want. I got to give the people what they need, and they asking for my Eagles to soar. So, all right, I'll be right back, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Um, so, if anyone would like to join the lobby, you are more than welcome to join in. If yes, Miss Pocahontas, how have you been doing? You have been missing in action a lot lately. Alright. So guys, what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to... Too late for you? No, understood, Mark. I appreciate it. But guys, what I'm going to actually do is I am going to end this stream and start it back up so I can switch accounts. Unfortunately, because I'm not running this off of a computer, I'm streaming directly from my PlayStation. If I switch my account, it's going to actually end the stream. So please allow me to switch and restart the stream. So check back in like 2 to 3 minutes. I appreciate you. I'm Nuggetics. Sorry, Nuggetics. I'm out, but I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right I'll be right back. Like that'll right back. All right, be right back, guys. Thank you.